are live for day 4 of the Predictable Profits workshop. I'm just gonna go ahead and make sure I'm live. So Facebook's being nice to me and that you guys can hear me. As you're hopping on, say hello. Let me know that you are here. If you're watching on replay, same rules apply. Just hashtag replay and let me know that you are here. Our question for today is, what is your big 6-month revenue goal? So I always like to say 6 months from now, if everything went according to plan, what would your revenue goal look like? What would everything be? Hi, Laura, as you're hopping on, guys, say hi. Let me know you are here so I can see you, hear you, know all the fun stuff. We're going to be talking all about scaling predictable profits, which is such a fun topic to talk about. But as you're hopping on, tell me your 6-month revenue goal, that big scary goal of what you would love to hit in your business, because let's be real, we need these big scary goals to get us moving. So today's the conversation about scaling predictable profits, and I want to talk to you about this, but before we get started, I want to share with you guys, last year I decided to make a revenue goal that by the end of the year I wanted to hit 30K months. And for those of you guys who are new to me, I've been in business for quite some time. I work 15 hours a week. I've got 3 kids and pandemic hit. So I was like, oh, that would just be, cross my fingers, awesome if I could hit 30K months, right? Like that was my big, huge revenue goal. And my husband totally smiled and smirked about it like, okay, that sounds awesome. Let's see how that works out. Guys, I made that revenue goal in 5 months. And totally scaled my business. So this is the conversation all about scalable profits. I'm not seeing your comments. This is so annoying. So I'm seeing 20,000 months, 5K to 10K months, 2,500 a month. Okay. I was like, whoa, girl, Carly, you do it. Let's see that happen. I mean, it's totally possible. Facebook's not showing me comments unless I open a different window. So I'm going to have to be checking in and out on my comments, because why would Facebook be nice to me? Okay, cool. So all I want you guys to know is that scaling is completely possible in your business, but there's key factors that have to be in play in order for it to work for your business. So I'm going to break this down for you. I love to pull back the curtain and break things down. As always, you're going to want to have your workbook ready. I know life is crazy and things are happening. I want to let you guys know, because I've had a lot of people message me and be like, I haven't been able to watch all the trainings. Are they still going to be up? The trainings will be up through the weekend, so you can absolutely come back and binge watch those trainings later on. I know, love these tech issues. I swear, if I could get through one workshop where I don't have tech issues, I think that hell would freeze over. Like, it's just insane, like how it works out. But it's cool. We're working with it. But just so you know, if that's why I'm slow to see your comments, that's why. It's just Facebook's being fun. Okay, so we got to be real about scalability, and I want to kind of talk about this. There's a conversation that a lot of people don't have about scalability, is that they don't understand what scaling actually means. So give me a hands up if you know what it means to actually scale in your business, because there's a lot of talk about growth and scaling. So drop yes or no if you feel like you know what scaling is, okay? If you feel like, yeah, Naz, I know what scaling is, I know what that means. I just want to get a good idea, because a lot of times people are talking about growth, but they're saying scaling. So they're very different, and the way we approach them are very different. And real talk, most people are not set up to scale, okay? So I just want to hear from you if you currently feel like I have a good handle of what scaling is, or yes or no, just a good thing. I like to gauge where we're at with things. Okay, Tara says, I think I know. Cool, just let me hear it. If you think you know or not, just drop yes or no, okay? Cool, that's okay. I was the same way. I used to use the words growth and scaling intermittently, like just thinking that they were the same thing. They're absolutely not, guys. I want to be clear on that, because when we talk about scaling predictable profits, I want to be real that most people probably aren't ready to scale. They're ready to grow their profits, okay? So over the last couple of days, we talked about this innovative authority and how that's a really clear step, and the first step for you to create that pathway to easy yeses. We talked about creating that easy yes lead system that actually produces results for your business. And now it's time to talk about scaling, okay? So scaling is taking a proven process that already works and amplifies it. Now, why I say that a lot of people don't have a scalable business right now is because they're throwing spaghetti at the wall and hoping something sticks. So if you've gotten, here's the real deal. There's no actual like numerical way for us to say if you're ready to scale or not. But truth be told, you can get to 10 to 15K months without having a scalable business model, meaning you can totally throw spaghetti at the wall and hope something sticks and make 10K to 15K months. So that's like a thumbs up, right? Give me a thumbs up if that's like, oh, cool, that's a good feeling, right? We could get there. Granted, it takes a whole lot of hustle and a whole lot of work to get there, but you can get to 10, I would say like 8, it's like really 8 to 15, but I'd say 10 to 15 without actually having a scalable business model, okay? Now here's the deal. You cannot scale something that isn't proven, okay? So drop proven in the comments because I want you guys to be clear about that. I see a ton of people thinking they're ready to scale, trying to like throw lighter fluid on something and thinking it's ready to burn when they're totally not ready to scale. Now the problem with this is if you try to scale and your business isn't set up for it, it's going to fail and it's gonna suck and you're gonna be frustrated because you don't have an established foundation that produces results. Meaning, if I don't know how to create results in my business, I don't know how to generate leads into my business, and then I'm like, oh, but now I want to scale, I'm gonna throw money into ads or I'm gonna go amplify my voice in some way, shape, or form, things aren't gonna go well, right? So I see a lot of people doing that. They're throwing money into ads, they're throwing into all this. Like I've been in business 10 years, I just started running ads this year. I have grown my business organically up until this point because I was growing everything and now it's scaling. So I want to put that in perspective. It's not going to take you 10 years because it's different how we go through the process, but that's the truth. So drop in here, now that you know a little bit about what growth is and what scale is, tell me, are you at growth point or are you at scale point? And don't worry, this training is still going to be super helpful to you, even if you're not at scale point, because it's going to prepare you for what's going to happen ahead of you, okay? So if you don't establish a solid foundation and you try to scale a business, guess what happens? That business starts to fall apart. Things don't work. You're going to feel frustrated, okay? And that's the problem I see so many people doing. They're putting a megaphone to a broken message. So if you are investing in things that are like 5 levels ahead of you and they're talking about fancy funnels and all this other stuff that sounds really good, but you're in a growth phase and not a scale phase, you are going to struggle, okay? Real talk. If you try to invest in something that's about scaling and your business doesn't have a scalable foundation, your business is going to struggle. Okay, so drop broken if we realize that in order to scale, we need to make sure our message is not broken. We need to make sure our messaging is not broken. Okay, you have to be able to drive traffic to something that works. So if you're driving traffic to a non-existent lead system, like we talked about yesterday, real talk, 90% of business owners don't have an actual lead system in their business. You drive tons of traffic to this lead system, everything falls apart. Remember I asked you guys that question yesterday. I said, if I got you 100 new leads tomorrow, would your business be able to handle it? And most of you raised your hand and said, no, I probably couldn't, okay? So here's the way that it goes, okay? If we try to scale too quickly, you tarnish your name. It's gonna cost you tons of money. And I don't know about you guys, but I don't wanna get to that. I wouldn't wanna set you up for thinking you're ready to scale when you're not. So you can easily go from being super excited and being ambitious about what you're doing to all of a sudden everything falling apart. Now the problem is your business isn't set up to scale, right? So it's not about just pushing, it's about growing further, faster, okay? So say that with me, growing further, faster. Just drop faster in the comments down below because I want you to understand scaling happens really quickly. Growing takes a little more time. That's something that no one tells you. No one tells you that the growth period in your business is hard. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of building. It's a lot of putting the pieces together, okay? It's pretty much like building this house, and then all of a sudden, when the house is built, you get to enjoy it. You get to scale. You get to hang out and be a part of it. But the growth part is putting all of those bricks, brick by brick, and building it up, okay? So I like to be really clear with people because I think that when people jump into business, they're like, oh, it's going to be super easy. It's the growth period takes work. It doesn't have to be a long period. Like in my sustainable profit, it's 4 months of growth. It's 4 months of building the pieces out so that you are prepared to scale. Okay? But it can take people years and years if they don't build solid foundation. So hands up if it's taken you longer than you thought to get to where you are because you're still in that growth phase. And it maybe feels like you're in a constant growth phase. And I want to break down what it means to go from growth to scaling. So you can definitely get to a point of growth, but when it comes to scaling, if you don't have that solid foundation, your business crumbles. So let's talk about some of the key factors that come into play. I'm seeing some hands up, good. And that's the truth, right? We want to go further faster, but we have to have solid foundation. Taylor says almost a year now. Like, drop in the comments how long you've been working on growing your business, okay? And I'm telling you, real talk, I grew my business for a really long time, and it looked like jumping from offer to offer, randomly putting things out there, having no strategy, no strategic messaging, no real plan behind what I was doing. I was just throwing stuff out there because I had no idea that I wasn't ready to scale. And so I bought into all the things that made me feel like I was ready, but I wasn't. And so people get frustrated because they get into wanting to be in scalable phase, but then they're like, oh shoot, I don't have the foundational pieces. I don't have the things that are necessary for me to build upon to create a scalable business. And I'm going to talk to you about what scalable businesses look like so that you can set yourself up. Because here's the biggest thing I see from people. A lot of people are growing the wrong things. So that's where things go wrong. You can actually spend, I would say, 4 to 6 months in growth phase and then scale super quickly. The problem is, and I'm seeing most of you say over 6 months, right? Like 6 months to a year. I've had clients who come to me after 5 years and literally throwing spaghetti at the wall. It's working. They're making some sort of money, but they're exhausted and they're burnt out. They're frustrated. The problem is they don't have a strategy. They don't actually have a plan. So what they're doing is all of the things. So drop all of the things if you have felt like you've been doing all of the things. Because in order to get to scalable business mode, we actually eliminate a ton of stuff from your business. It actually becomes really easy. Scaling is easy, growth can be hard. And by hard, I just mean it takes more energy. It takes more effort, okay? I'm all about real talk because I'm really tired of the industry telling you that everything's gonna be easy. Scaling is easy, growth is a little harder, okay? Growth is a little bit more work. It's a little hustle. It's a little grit. It's a little resilience. It's sticking to it. And a lot of people struggle to get to scaling mode because they give up too soon, okay? So if you didn't see, I posted something today in the group where I talked about a lot of people struggle because they give up too soon. They don't know if they're doing the right thing, so they taper off and they give up. Worst thing you can do for your business. Worst thing is that if you're building momentum, and you stop, and then you restart, and then you start, and then you stop. And it's like constantly you trying to get to that point. So drop momentum, because I want you guys to understand momentum is a huge piece of scalability. Nobody just wakes up one day and has a scalable business. They build momentum, and then when once momentum reaches the top, now they're ready to scale. So drop momentum. I'm gonna take a sip of water because there was a lot of talking in one little spot. So if you keep restarting and stopping and starting and stopping momentum, your business is going to take years to grow, okay? It's once we have a solid plan of how to build that momentum and keep that ball rolling that now it's like, boom, scaling becomes easy. Good, no giving up. You will absolutely reach success. It does start with a foundation of belief, okay? So here are the things that go into us really creating a scalable business. Number one, having a solid foundation. So drop foundation, okay? This is by far the most boring part of business, okay? Most frustrating part of business when people are like, I've done this. I don't want to do the same lame exercises over and over again. But truth is, most people do not have a rock solid foundation. Katie knows this. Success is so not optional, guys. But success starts with a solid foundation. That's step one. It's boring. It doesn't make you feel warm and fuzzies. It doesn't make you feel like you're going anywhere. But let me tell you, in the 10 years I've been doing this business, 18 years in marketing, I have watched a ton of companies, like big companies, feel like they didn't need to worry about foundation and try to skip to the front of the line. And all of a sudden, 5 years, 2 years, their business fell apart. I don't want that to be you, because we're all about sustainability. We're about predictability. So foundation is crazy important, but it's boring. It's not fun. It doesn't give us the warm and fuzzies inside of us. But do not buy it if someone is selling you into the idea that you do not need foundation. You can skip to the front of the line, because that is a true fire way to get your business falling apart right when it needs to start scaling. I don't want that for you. Step number 2, having that lead system. So you have to have that foundation. And foundation is a lot of clarity. It's a lot of us getting clear on who we serve. It's a lot of clarity around how we connect with them. It's a lot of clarity on us knowing how to message and position ourselves. That's all foundational pieces. Then there's having a lead system, because listen, once you have that messaging, once you're clear on those foundational pieces, it's now about sharing that message. And a lead system that we talked about yesterday is literally how you create, like, you could call it a lead machine or a sales machine. It's what brings in the leads, like brings them in like clockwork, and then literally goes, okay, now we're going to nurture them, and now we're going to convert them really quickly. Now, obviously with the Easy Yes lead system, Easy Yes lead machine, everything happens a lot faster, okay? But drop system, because that's number 2. And I want you guys to recognize that that's like the step 2, is having that lead system. Okay? It was the mindset that held me back for years. Tara, so true. And honestly, it's more common for people than they're willing to admit. Okay? So system was number 2. I want to make sure you guys are getting what I'm putting down. That the first stage, the first phase is foundation. It's not always fun, but it's a necessity for a really strong and sustainable business. Because I want all of you guys to have a legacy 5 years from now. I don't want you to come back and say, oh, my business didn't survive past the 1 year mark, or my business started to grow and then it lost momentum. Okay? So that's number 2. Number 3, having a scalable offer that produces results. Real talk. Is the offer that you have right now an offer that if I were to bring you 100 new leads would fulfill their needs? Yes or no? So I will say one-on-ones are incredible, but we have to be able to find out how those are scalable. Because if you are doing a done for you, or you are doing a one-on-one type of offer, it's going to be difficult to scale. So at some point, you're going to get to a point where you hit the growth point. I call that the growth point. When you get to the point where you can't grow anymore unless there's more of you, or or somehow something changes, you get to a growth point. That's because your offer isn't scalable. Okay? So that's super important for us to know we have a scalable offer. If you do not have a scalable offer, it gets hard. Now, I want to be real. I actually teach people to create a higher ticket offer first before they try to reverse engineer smaller offers. I see everywhere on the internet trying to sell you into making a $27 offer, a $97 course, a blah, 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 blah. All of those things do not allow you to grow quickly. They're going to keep you stuck. So drop stuck, because I want to make sure you guys don't get stuck. We do not want to get into this idea of trying to trade all of our time for money and working our butts off to make it work in our business. We want to actually be able to create an offer that doesn't keep us stuck. Okay, so drop stuck in the comments. I hate that I can't see your comments as nicely as I wanted, but here we are. Stuck. Okay, cool. And there's also a delay between me talking and Facebook telling you. Yeah, $27, $97 courses, they're fun. They tell you the wrong thing, okay? You should actually not be creating these $27, $97 micro style offers unless you have a proven other offer. Otherwise, you're gonna have to grow your audience really big and try to sell those offers. Versus if you have a scalable offer that's high ticket, you're able to sell to less people, which means you don't need a huge audience. You don't need to be constantly driving traffic, and you can still grow your business quickly. You see how cool and magical that is? So I always say that the small ticket offers are really for business owners who have an established audience, have an established authority, okay? So, and last but not least, in creating scalable offers or creating a scalable business is creating a retention strategy. 99.9% of businesses do not have retention strategy. Drop retention in the chat. And I know this because I am literally the expert on retention marketing. There's very few other people who talk about this at all. And it's crazy because retention marketing is the most important thing in creating a scalable business, okay? So today I'm gonna talk to you about what I call a results and retention method, okay? This is, again, my proprietary process that allows you to scale your business. And the way that it works is that I asked a question a few months ago of like, our hands up if you ever feel tired of constantly hustling for new clients. And the biggest response I got was, well, isn't that the name of the game? Don't we constantly have to hustle for clients? Hands up if you thought the same thing. If for a long time you thought to yourself that I'm always gonna have to hustle for clients. This is just the name of the game because in order to grow, I have to hustle for more clients or to get more clients, right? We constantly need more clients. It's not true. The truth of the matter is most entrepreneurs spend their hard-earned time, energy, and money on marketing and sales in their business, which is actually taking away from the results they get their clients, okay? So I see so many people teaching marketing and sales, and while that's well and good, and I teach that too, that's not the most important thing in what you do in business. Getting results is actually going to be more important than you constantly just worrying about marketing. This is actually the area we should be spending more of our time focusing on, is delivering consistent results to your clients. Now, key word there, delivering consistent results. You don't want to be delivering results all over the map where some people do well and some people totally fall flat. We want to try to get as consistent as we can with the results that we give by having offers that are set up for success. True story. When I tell you Sustainable Profit Academy is unlike anything else out there, it's because that's one of the key pieces, is we look at your offer to make sure it delivers consistent results. So here's the deal. Customers who have an emotional relationship with a brand have a 306% higher lifetime value. So drive lifetime value in the comments, okay? Because I'm going to explain to you what lifetime value is, even if you don't know what it is. I'm going to break it down for you and give it to you real and raw so that you walk away knowing exactly what I'm talking about, okay? So when your clients get better results, it increases your scalability factor. With every client that's happy getting these consistent results working with you, they on average share their results with 3 to 5 people. Guess what that means? That means that you're multiplying your voice and your opportunity for success without spending a dime, guys. So that means instead of you thinking you constantly have to be putting more, a retention marketing strategy that brings in a new stream of income. Since people trust personal referrals above all other types of marketing, you're actually going to get a higher conversion rate if you create results for people. So drop results, because that's what we want to get, right? No matter what, whether we're thinking scalability or not, your goal in your business should be make impact, get results. That's what we want for people. At least that's what I want. Like, that is literally the top of the line for me. Oh no, technical difficulties. Tell me if you guys can see me or hear me. Anyone else having technical difficulties with me? Poof. Tell me, can you guys see me? Tell me if you guys are seeing me or if we're getting glitchy. Boo! All right, we're gonna just try to keep powering through. I tell you, I swear, Facebook and me and glitchiness. It is what it is. We're gonna just keep pushing through, okay? But if it gets glitchy, tell me so I can pause and see if we can make it less glitchy. I don't know. All right, cool. Okay, So we talked about how personal referrals are going to get the highest conversions in our business, okay? So that means one client, one happy client who gets consistent results now creates 10 to 20 lead opportunities that have an exponentially higher conversion rating. Like, imagine that. Imagine being able to bring in less clients into your business, create better results for them, and being able to make more money because higher conversions. Thumbs up if that sounds freaking awesome to you. Because that's what changed my game and my business. You'll see my clients talking about me all the time, and you'll see that my clients stick around with me over and over again because they get results and they want to hang out with me. Oh, video's pixelated. If you guys can hear me, we're cool. Don't worry about the video. I'm not showing you anything fun other than my face, so you're okay. Okay, so thumbs up if it would be awesome to work less and scale your business and get better results for your clients, okay? Thumbs up if that would be amazing. I'm doing thumbs up for you, so I hope you guys are all with me on that. So I said one client, one happy client who gets incredible results now creates 10 to 20 lead opportunities that have an exponentially higher conversion rating. This is the power of an Easy Yes lead system, right? Easy Yes lead system doesn't just have one stream of leads coming in, it has multiple streams of leads coming in. That's the beauty of it. We're not relying on just one stream of leads. We create multiple streams of leads. And hang out with me too, right, Carissa? It's fun hanging out with me. I'm goofy and crazy. Carissa knows this. She's in Sustainable Profit Academy. Okay? It's just basic business, but nobody knows this or nobody talks about it. So how do you actually go about focusing on results for your clients, right? How do you make sure? Because that's the thing. I think all of us get into this business thinking, I want to get my clients great results. I want to be the person who's a great coach or great consultant or great service provider. We want to be able to do all those things, right? Like drop great if that's you. Like I'm not good. I'm not okay with just being good enough. I want to be really freaking great. And I want to say that all of you are here because you want to be the expert. You want to be really freaking great at what you do. Thumbs up or drop a great in the comments. If that's you, you're like, I want to be great at what I do. I want to deliver a massive, crazy, incredible results. So how do you focus on getting people results? I hope I'm not glitching out because I don't see any comments. I'm going to pretend like you guys are all here with me. Not talking to myself. Cool. Good. I'm seeing greats. Awesome. I want to change lives on the deepest level. Taylor, that's me. Like, I'm not willing to be good enough. I want to be great at what I do. I want to make sure I'm serving people at the highest potential possible. Like, that's important to me. And that's why I only want to attract people who do the same thing. I don't want to bring people in who are good with mediocre or good with being good enough. It's not enough for me. Hey, Laylan, so glad you're here, lovely. So how do we focus on getting results? We build systems, success systems within your offer. Success systems literally systemizes your client success. If you haven't noticed, I love systems. I love systems because what we want to be able to do is literally produce consistent results, which means we have to systemize the process. Because scalable offers means that we're no longer working one-on-one or we're not doing all of those things. Good, I'm saying I want to be great from people. That's what I want to hear, okay? Like I really, really want people to learn how to get people consistent results. So we systemize our client success with a 3-step process. So drop systemize. I want to make sure you guys see that. I know, isn't it fun, Taylor, when the same people show up? I drop systemize because I want you guys to know we systemize the results we get for our clients. It doesn't mean that it's cookie cutter. It means it's systemized. I'm going to break it down for you what this looks like. So step 1 in that process is giving them quick wins. So literally the first thing I do when people join Sustainable Profit Academy is I give them a way to create quick wins in their business because this keeps them motivated, it rewards them, and it gets them a return on investment quickly so that they're not feeling frustrated while they're building the long-term results, okay? So number one is quick wins. We want to create a way that we fulfill their immediate gratification needs. I've had a conversation with several of you guys about this, where we all know that in order to get long-term results, there has to be quick wins, meaning immediate gratification, and there has to be the more longer-term solution. That's the only way to get a long-term result for someone. But let's be real, no one wants to just talk about the long-term result when they're struggling with needing that immediate gratification. They want something and they want something now, like a little kid, right? So say immediate in the comments if you guys are getting what I'm putting down, that it's important for us to give immediate gratification so we can keep people motivated to continue to take action, okay? So that's what we call quick wins. Yes, quick wins to our yeses. Super freaking important. And something that it took me a while to learn was that people didn't get excited if I couldn't give them a quick win, which I get. We have this immediate gratification center in our brain, and I won't go into the dorky stuff of what I love about this, but that's the real talk, is like, if we don't get immediate gratification, we don't create motivation, okay? So number two, people need motivated action. This is why I refuse to sell courses, okay? I sell some mini courses, but I don't send any big courses because it's hard to keep people motivated to continue to take action. Again, in Sustainable Profit Academy, I'm all up on you, making sure that you take action because I want you to be motivated, but I also know people need accountability to take action. So motivated action is a way to get people better results so that they don't collect dust and buy another program. That's literally why I'm so picky about who I bring into my business, is because I don't want to work with people who aren't going to stick around and get results. Their results matter to me, okay? So that was number two, is motivated action. Drop action in the comments because I want you to know it's your job, especially when you provide a service, to make sure people are staying motivated towards taking action. It's a big part of what you do. Even if you're done for you service provider, I'm not just talking to coaches here. I'm talking done for you service providers. How do you keep people motivated to continue taking action towards the things we need them to do? Okay? Because we don't want everything on our plate and for us to feel frustrated. We really want to create an element of action for people. That's huge in what I do. I make sure that people take action. Okay, I'm seeing some actions. Cool. Last but not least is customization. Please, please, please don't be someone who comes here and hangs out with me and learns all this incredible stuff and then just goes and tries to sell cookie cutter stuff, okay? Customization is what's going to get better results for your clients, okay? The more we can customize the process for them, the more we can ensure they're gonna get better results. So drop custom in the comments because I wanna make sure these are all settling in for you, okay? These are the success systems that set you up to both attract clients and to deliver massive results, because I don't just want to teach you how to attract clients and not get them awesome results and then they're frustrated and you're frustrated, the world is frustrated, and it all sucks, okay? So that motivated action is having those programs that keep our clients motivated, taking action, creating better results. And then that last piece was customization. How can we create a one-to-many eventual offer that allows you to make a big impact without impacting your time, right? That's what we want to be doing. So we have to have a system to easily and effectively customize those results to our clients so that our clients get better results faster, okay? 90% of clients who are happy with their service will share that experience with others. My referrals that come in from my business are because my clients are really happy with me, okay? I don't ask them to do that. They go out of their way. They spend time because when people are happy, they go do the work for you, okay? So we want happy clients. Happier the clients are, the more leads we're bringing in without any extra effort or time or energy or money, okay? So I want to tell you a story about one of my clients. Courtney brought in 9 clients in 30 days. I want to give you like a real life way for you to look at it because I feel like that's when we really get a good idea. So Courtney brought in 9 clients in 30 days, which generated $29,000 in revenue for her business. Already a thumbs up, right? Like thumbs up if you like Courtney and what she did, okay? She brought in 9 happy clients who then referred her over $10,000 in additional business. So that means she brought in 9 clients, made $29,000, but then continued to make another $10,000 because those people referred her business. No marketing, no extra effort, okay? That's not even the half of it. Those 9 clients at the end of her program were so happy working with her that we created a powerful retention system, and those clients said yes again without marketing, without launching, without her doing any additional ad, like spending on time, energy, or effort, anything. No marketing required. She generated another 5 figures in revenue because those people created retention strategy in her business. So she retained those clients and worked with her. So I want to walk through that again. She brought in 1 client and it actually increased her revenue 3 times over. 1 client, 3 times. Okay, drop 3 if that's like, whoa, that's pretty cool, right? Just by implementing that results and retention method, my method that I just was talking to you about. Getting results and retaining those clients. So that one $4,000 client now has a total value of over $12,000. That means we bring in 1 person and it equals 3x the results. 3x that lifetime value, okay? So this is what I'm talking about. The point is that that customer becomes more valuable over time. We oftentimes spend so much time doing what I call churn and burn marketing, trying to bring more clients into our business all the time. It's like a hustle for clients. And I call this the client hustle hangover because we constantly feel like we have to hustle to bring more clients in. But when we realize that a single client who's happy and gets results becomes more valuable over time, that a robust retention strategy is actually going to help you keep your current customers for longer and make more money and more impact and more happiness and all the more. So drop more if that sounds like, holy moly, I want to do that in my business. Because real talk, acquiring a new customer constantly, whether it's in time, energy, or money, is going to cost 5 times more than it does for you to retain an existing client. Okay? Want to repeat that. Acquiring new customers month after month costs 5 times more than it does for you to retain an existing one. This is why we create scalable offers and scalable pathway, which means we know how to retain a client. Literally what I start teaching in the Sustainable Profit Academy. So your offers create massive results. That's the first win. Yay for win number 1. And then that retention marketing strategy comes all in and it's built alongside so that that client, before they're even done with one program, have already said yes to working with you again. Tell me if that's crazy or blows your mind and it's like, oh my gosh, I need that in my life, okay? Because I want you guys to recognize this is a conversation that a lot of people aren't having. It allows us to create a retention strategy that means we have to launch less, if at all, and we can create continued results without affecting our time. Okay? That's why I talk about results as a huge part of what I teach inside the Sustainable Profit Academy. It's super important to me for people to understand that results are important because it's not just about creating more marketing and sales processes. Those are fun, those are beautiful, and we love it, right? We want to learn how to bring people into our business. It's also about getting better results for those people because it's a ripple effect of impact, okay? Drop ripple, because that's the way I like to think of our businesses. I like to think of the fact that if I can make a change, if I can affect one person's life and make an impact, that's a ripple effect of what I'm doing for other people. So shouldn't it be the most important thing in our business is to make impact, to get people results so that that can ripple down to others? I don't know about you, but that's the way I think of my business, okay? So we want to think about how can we create better results and teach you how to create better results for your clients. That means when I get my clients better results, they're going to get their clients better results, and it's just going to keep rippling. It's just going to keep doing this incredible trickle-down effect over and over again. But here's the deal. You guys are here with me today because you all know you want to change, right? Drop change if you're like, I need a change. Like, my life cannot keep going on this same roller coaster, this same rat race that we've been in. Drop change, because I need to know that you guys are like, I am so ready for change. I'm done doing the same thing over and over again. We're not going to keep doing this over and over again. Okay? You guys are here because you want to carve out a new path. A path that actually gets you to where you want to go and get there faster with less headaches. And you're super tired of banging your head against the wall. I've been there. I got really tired of banging my head against the wall for a really, really long time. And you probably are super tired of starting and stopping and starting and stopping and restarting that growth process over and over again because you can't figure out why it's not working or why it's not working fast enough or how it's going to work or all of those things, right? Yes, change your life for the last time. Like, imagine being able to do that. And maybe you've created some version of success in your business, but honestly, it doesn't look like how you expected. Drop not expected if it's not exactly how you expected. I don't know about you, but I left a 6-figure corporate career in marketing because I wanted more time with my family. Yet, you know what happened? I spent less time with my family. I was more frustrated. I was more burnt out, and I had nothing to show for it. And I don't want that. And I sure as heck don't want other people to be going through that because it's really frustrating when your life doesn't look like how you expected it to look. And maybe it's filled with those long, endless days with moments away from your family and friends, all for you to feel constantly pulled between the life you wanted and the life that you're currently living. Or worse yet, maybe you've totally adapted to a hustle lifestyle. Hands up, drop hustle in the comments if you've adapted to a hustle lifestyle. This has become second nature to you. You kind of feel like this is all there is. This is what you've learned to do. Because I know that I did that for a super long time. I thought that hustling was just what was going to happen. I came from a family of entrepreneurs, and that's all I saw was hustle. Hustle nonstop. And I want to know, is that you? Like, Tammy says, I want to be able to retire and work from home, but I'm always trying to grow my business, right? But we have to get to a place where we stop hustling, right? We got to get to that place because building out your next level of success definitely is going to take work. I want to be totally freaking honest about that because I hate when people lie about this. But here's the deal. Once you've finished that, once you've built that next level success factor, once it's done, then you get to relax. Then you get to hang out and enjoy it. It all comes together, and all of a sudden you're left with a system that works, a business that thrives, a wait list of clients, and the life that you've only dreamt of having. Like, hands up if that's like, oh my gosh, that sounds incredible. Or drop OMG if that's you. Like, that sounds incredible. Like, getting out of this hustle. I call it client hustle hangover. Getting out of client hustle hangover, getting to a point where you've built a thriving business, and now it's time to have fun. Tara says, I just want to play all day with my kids and not think about business so much. Girl, I'm so excited you and I are chatting because we're going to fix that for you, okay? I want to work more. Like, doesn't that sound awesome though? Because here's the deal. What's that worth to you? I always ask this question. What is that worth to you? Because time is the only non-renewable resource that you have in your life. And I feel like as women, as moms, as hardworking, hustling entrepreneurs, we give away our time more than anything else. Drop time if you're tired of giving away your time and not realizing that that is the only non-renewable resource you get in this life. No one sits on their deathbed and wonders, I wish I had more money. They always wish I had more time. Okay? Yeah, you need a fix. Okay? So drop time, because I need you guys to hear that, but I also need you to feel that. I need you to like feel it in your bones. Like, time is your only non-renewable resource, guys. Stop spending it so frivolously. Stop spending it like you've got endless amounts of it when you do not. Because let's get real. Like, let's get totally real, because you know this is how I roll. You're probably sitting there saying yes in your head, being like, all of this sounds amazing, Naz. I totally get it. But you're probably also rolling your eyes a little bit. Drop eye roll if you're rolling your eyes a little bit. Lindsay says, I'd love to relax and know that all is perfect with business, getting rid of that heaviness. Oh my gosh, wouldn't it? Like, what would that be worth to you, Lindsay? Being able to get rid of that heaviness, to know that things are just freaking working. But give me an eye roll if, let's be real, everything I've said to you right now sounds like, that sounds dreamy, Naz. Maybe I sound like a little bit like an infomercial to you right now. It sounds really awesome. Totally cool if you say that, because I get it. I know it sounds like super awesome, but maybe you're eye rolling me a little bit, because maybe you're saying to yourself, I've heard this all before. The big promises, the big idea that left you nowhere and made you feel even more weary of success and investing in your growth. Okay? And I want to tell you, this will be different, but why? I see eye rolls. Girls, I get it, right? Like, I totally get it, because that was me. But I want to show you why the Sustainable Profit Academy is totally different than anything else out there, okay? Totally different. I know without a shadow of a doubt that I created a program that is one of a kind. It is the only thing out there. But I want to tell you why, okay? I knew that I wanted to create a program that changed lives. I didn't want a program that just got people through a process and felt really good and, oh, cool, I know how to market and blah, 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 but really didn't get you long-term results. Because I've been there, I've done that. I made 5K, 10K, 15K months, but I couldn't create sustainability. I couldn't create predictable profits, which is why you guys are all here, right? I knew I wanted to create a program that actually changed people's lives, that allowed women to grow and scale a successful business on their own terms. So drop own terms. If you are so freaking tired of doing it everybody else's way. Because I know that what's powerful is when you can grow a business in your own terms, in your own way, with your own voice. Because heck, that's really powerful. And that's what I'm here for. I didn't just decide I wanted to make money in my business. I wanted to make impact. I wanted people to feel confident and super excited about what they were doing. Because your business should embody you. It should leverage the marketing and sales system that you already have within you, that you feel confident in. Even if you don't quite know what those are. Even if you're not sure what it looks like to leverage your own marketing and sales skills that you already have, which, by the way, every single person has their own marketing and sales skills, whether or not you realize it, okay? And rather than having been taught by everyone else out there how to masquerade as someone else, that is why that does not work, okay? Other programs, other people may have had best intentions, but they have failed you because they have taught you how to masquerade as someone else. Why? Why do I care about that? Because that's where real results happen. I want my clients to come back to me years from now, which they do, and say, Naz, I still use what you've taught me. I have clients who have gone on to work with other coaches and consultants and strategists and come back and say to me, I am so glad I learned from you first, because what they've taught me just didn't feel good. I found out that when people had a customized blueprint, they had something that didn't feel like marketing or sales at all, they freaking thrived, guys. They didn't kick and scream at the thought of growing their business. Drop kick and scream if right now you feel like you're kicking and screaming at the thought of how you're going to grow your business this year and next year and the year after, because oh my gosh, it's exhausting. Been there, done that, okay? Imagine if instead of feeling like you're kicking and screaming through the growth of your business, you looked forward to waking up, to showing up, to doing what actually felt really easy, aligned, and second nature to you. Like, crazy what that would feel like, right? Drop second nature if it would feel crazy to be able to wake up and do the things that feel really good to you and they produced results, guys. Because that's what I need you guys to understand. It's possible for you to actually create a marketing and sales and results system in your business that doesn't feel so hard. It doesn't feel like so much work. That is where the magic happens. when you can grow your business on your terms in a way that just works. And in a way that allows you to snuggle up on the couch with your kids or your spouse or your friends, or go for a long girls' weekend, or whatever it is you want to do with your time. Take a trip, okay? Because your business has a strategy that actually works with your life. Success becomes inevitable, guys. Like, that is when success becomes inevitable. When I say success is not optional, it's not because I'm teaching you some perfect strategy. It's because I teach you how to leverage your own sales and marketing skills. Okay? So drop success if you're like, oh my gosh, I wish success was inevitable for me. Because I've spent long enough to do this to know who is ready and who is not, and who has the drive and the passion and the want to make impact, and those who are just not ready for that. And I choose to surround myself with the people who want more, okay? Who want more, and they're willing to work for it because they know they're giving a short-term sacrifice for a long-term gain. So over the last 4 days, I've been here. I've been sharing with you exactly how I do my business, how I teach people how to really scale and grow successful businesses, okay? So you guys have heard me talk a little bit here and there, and some of you have told me you tried Googling my program, the Sustainable Profit Academy. What I want to share with you is what Sustainable Profit Academy is. Of course, I should have gone on Zoom because I was going to do a screen share and actually give you insider look behind the scenes of what this looked like. But here's what I want you to know. My Sustainable Profit Academy is a 4-month program. It is a hands-on, get dirty, get things built, thriving success system for your business, okay? I am super selective about who I bring in. That is why I've asked you guys to drop call or chat, because I don't let people just join on a whim. I have to make sure that you are ready for that. So if you're at a point where you've spent the last 4 days with me and you're like, oh my gosh, everything you've told me so far sounds incredible, sounds amazing, I want you to drop call or chat in the comments, or drop SPA, okay? Because here's the deal. For the next, 12 days, it's $1,000 off, okay? After that, on March 1st, the price goes up $1,000. No ifs, ands, and buts about it. And trust me, it's worth more than that, even at the price it is right now and the price it's gonna be. It's worth way more than that. But I'm telling you this because I don't want you to look back a year from now, 6 months from now, and wonder to yourself, why did I not take a chance on myself? Why did I not take a chance on the belief that I know my success is inevitable? That I am ready to do the things that my business is going to allow me to do. So I want to share with you guys, and I'll still be showing up. I'm actually going to come and do a behind the scenes because I failed on going on Zoom to be able to show you what it actually looks like inside of Sustainable Profit Academy. But what I want you guys to do is drop call or chat if you guys want to get in touch, if you want to have a conversation to see if Sustainable Profit Academy is a good fit. Because remember, I'm really careful about bringing people in because I want to make sure you're going to succeed. I don't want to give you false hope. I don't want to give you the promises that don't amount to anything. I want you to know that you are going to create success, that success becomes inevitable in your business, okay? So drop call or chat in the comments below, and we will reach out to you to set up a time for, I don't know if we have any time left for a call, but to set up a chat with you, or drop SPA, drop into my DMs, whatever you need to do to be ready to take the next step in your business. Because I am super excited to welcome those who are ready to be able to do this in their business, who decided success is no longer optional, want to create a growth system in their business that allows them to scale without hesitation, without constantly putting on this masquerade and worrying about all the things, but being able to do it in a thriving environment that feels really freaking good to them, okay? So let me know if you guys have any questions about what we talked about here today in terms of scaling, in terms of Sustainable Profit Academy. And if you're still a little unsure, you're like, I know it sounds good, Naz, but I'm not sure, drop behind the scenes or BTS in the comments below if you want to see a behind the scenes of what this program really looks like, so you can see why I say it's one of a kind. Working with me is one of a kind, and I can say that, but I want to show you why this program is one of a kind. So if you want to see a behind the scenes of what this looks like, I can show you a pre-recorded video I have, or take you behind the scenes to look at it with me, so you can see why I'm saying success is inevitable when you join the Sustainable Profit Academy, okay? Any questions about anything we've talked about here today? About scaling your business, about growing your business, about creating thriving businesses? Cool. Terry, you'll see it behind the scenes when I chat with you, but I'll definitely reach out to you and give you behind the scenes. Cool. I definitely want to show you behind the scenes because I know seeing is believing, and I know you guys have gone through a lot. You've invested a lot, time, effort, energy, and money, and I want to show you that this is the change that you've been needing in your business, okay? So do you guys have any questions for me? You guys have hung out with me. We made it again in less than an hour. I'm always excited. Less than an hour. Make sure you check your emails. Next week, I'm going to have an invitation only opportunity to hop on a group call with me where you'll actually get a taste of what it's like working with me. So drop email in the comments below so that I know you've been checking your emails, you've been getting your emails from me, because I don't want you to miss out on this. It's invitation only. It's not happening here. So I want to make sure you guys are checking your emails and getting it. Always feel free to send me a message so we can chat if you have any questions at all. If not, binge watch these trainings if you need to again. But let's start growing your business to that next level inside the Sustainable Profit Academy. I'm super, super excited, and it was a pleasure having you with me for the last 4 days. And I will let you guys go. Have an awesome, awesome day. Bye, guys.